Good morning, everybody. It's Monday, August 27th. It's time for another shop video. And I know I'm going to come out with this one a little late, but that's because I needed to wait for some items to come in. And I needed to digest something else that I was going to be talking about for this next upcoming video, the one that I'm doing right now. The first thing here is you see that there's a laptop in front of me, and this is a brand new laptop that I'm setting up for its owner. The interesting thing here with this particular job is he's actually asked me to transfer data from a Mac. That is a MacBook. It's a very early MacBook. I want to say it's probably 2010 or older. It actually has Snow Leopard on it, which is OS 10 version 10.6. Its problem is it's too old to take the newest Safari browsers that you need for proper surfing of the internet, and it really can't be updated. So, time for a new machine. And after explaining to him the problems with the latest Apple products that I cover in my Apple rant video, which I will provide a link to when this video is posted, he decided he wanted to go with a Windows type machine, and he has had me purchase for him a Dell laptop. This particular Dell laptop has 8 gigabytes of memory and a 1 terabyte hard drive, which will make Windows 10 run nice and fast, and I think he's really going to like it. The one thing that I do want to talk about in relation to this laptop is how do we deal with the fact that we're dealing with a MacBook hard drive. We just can't talk to the hard drive on a MacBook because they don't use the same file systems that Windows machines do. There is a way around this, and I will demonstrate it when it's time to do so. I'll actually do another video on that and then edit the two videos together so you can see everything. I also am going to talk about how important cybersecurity really and truly is. And for those people that don't really understand how important it is, how dangerous black hat attackers and computer criminals can truly be, and what can potentially happen, there was an article on Wired that came out about a particular piece of malware called NotPetya. And NotPetya wound up being the worst cyber attack in known modern history. And a little later on in this video, I will be getting into some details about how serious NotPetya really and truly was, and the amount of damage that it was able to do to several companies, including Maersk Shipping. I will catch up with you through the miracle of time a little later on when we get ready to actually do the data transfer from the Mac. I'll see everyone then. See you shortly. Through the miracle of time, everyone, it's actually now 4 days later. It's Friday, almost lunchtime, last day of August. My initial plan was to actually show the data transfer from this Mac, which is now what I call a dead carcass. It's had its hard drive pulled and is ready to go to the transfer station. I didn't show that process because I chose to take a different route with the transfer of the data. Since the Mac was still running, I chose to connect this small hard drive up to the Mac. You might be able to actually see it there. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. That little hard drive right there. I connected that hard drive up to the Mac and used that to transfer the data. Now, a couple of considerations that you need to worry about when dealing with Apple products in a PC world. One, you cannot simply take the hard drive out of a Mac and stick it in a external cradle attached to a PC and think it's gonna work, because as I said in the first part, it's not gonna. Mac hard drives lay out their data in a different way than PC hard drives do. Because of this, you need to use a special utility or driver if you're going to connect an Apple drive to a PC. Once you have the special driver installed, then you can talk directly to the Mac hard drive as if it were a PC format drive. The software that I use for this is called Paragon HFS Plus. The second consideration that you need to deal with is that Macintoshes can read Windows NT file system or NTFS formatted drives, but they cannot write to them without special driver modifications made to the Mac. Therefore, what I actually had to do with the small hard drive, when I attached it to the Mac, I had to reformat that drive using the extended file allocation table or exFAT format. Once I formatted the small external as exFAT, I was able to read and write to it. And I will be right back as the phone is ringing. Okay, I returned after I took that phone call. As I was saying, once I formatted the hard drive in exFAT format, the Mac could see it, and so could the PC that I had to attach it to. I then merely copied the data from machine to machine. That should be the end for this video. As always, rate, comment, like, subscribe. Negative comments are good too. Negative comments and negative feedback help me improve the videos, so feel free to leave those. I will see everyone next week. See you soon. Bye-bye.